from you.
Looking forward to seeing some of those rookies in 2K. For now, send in your best WNBA plays.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up. It's time for the NBA. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys.
He's doing it all, DA. Thanks. Almost halfway through the season. Let's check out the standings in the East. You look at Atlanta. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Philadelphia. They're back in the 8th position.
And for Philadelphia, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortune.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Durant, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Beasley. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Allen in at the 5. And for Philadelphia, they've got Horford. Also Carter out there. Simmons is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the made shot from Wendell Carter. And here's Tice. His last outing, he had 18 points. Allen kicks to Tice. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander in Atlanta again with the bucket. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Shakes him. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against 5 to shoot.
You can tell that Horford really helps in altering the shot by sliding over. His presence alone adjusting that one.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Atlanta shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Brent, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely. From year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. Here's Simons. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Durant. The Hawks again can't hit.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And he's able to get it back. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled.
First trip to the line for him here. And KD drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Booker with it. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Washington. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he
coming from a place where,
wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships in Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
On the court for Atlanta, Beasley is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Allen, and it's Durant, and it's Tice in at the 4 spot.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
Here's Booker, following the bucket by the Hawks. Trying to get open is Carter. Outside Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
And Simons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Inside, Carter dishes to Horford. Over Tice. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Al Horford.
Looking at that opportunity, Al Horford thought about it, took it, cashed in.
It's stolen by Carter. And now the 76ers on the break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
And Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits, makes sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Here's Booker. Outside, Simmons. And the pass to Carter. Here's Simons. That shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team. And stolen by Booker. 3-on-3. Here's Simmons. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Sinks the triple. Durant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
I mean, what a talent this guy is. Durant has the ability to score from anywhere, and now picking his spots.
The drive by Simmons, and it's sent back by Allen. Horford against KD. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. .15 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Booker. To the left side wing. There's the triple. The shot missing. So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, and it's just about time.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. Horford is out there with Simmons. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Carter. And it's Simons in at the 1. Pass to Carter. Simmons on the wing. And there's the defensive 3-second call. What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season 1 to their second season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. Player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play, wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season 1 to season 2, and given the role and responsibility for that player, when you watch a guy whose ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's growth.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation. And then Durant with the dunk.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Booker with no one around. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to KD. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Beasley. Pocket 6. Pass to Tice. Just his first attempt. The shot is good off the backboard. And the Hawks lead by 7.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Horford the pass to Simons. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
Pass to Simons. Back to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. A nice shot by Simons.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to KD. Shoots from 12. Here's Allen. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Simons. And the shot is long. Atlanta leading by 9. Beasley outside. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. From 10 feet out, Tice, no good. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Then Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 6.
And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
17 seconds left to play in the third. Beasley against Simmons. Shot clock at 5. The 3. No good from Beasley. And so it's Atlanta ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Durant is out there with Daniel Tice. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Allen in at the center position.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Booker outside. 5 on the clock. 16 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark.
Looking a little bit like Rip Hamilton as Booker's able to knock down the in-between shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And there's the pass to Simmons. And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Beasley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one drops. Beasley hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You gotta like seeing Devin Booker be aggressive, especially when he's shooting the ball, easily earning the foul that time.
Both free throws good from Booker. The Hawks leading by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
Booker against Beasley. Outside, Simmons. 6 to shoot. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
But with a consistently improving offensive game, Simmons is lethal whenever he's on the court.
Simmons against KD. Passes to Tice. Allen outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Clearly a foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he ends up making the second, and that will push the lead to double digits. And so Booker will bring it up for the 76ers. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And Booker is tremendous at driving to the inside, throws himself at the D to get the call.
Gets the first that brings them within single digits. Both free throws good from Booker. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Durant against Simmons. Durant kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Beasley outside. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Allen for three. The shot misses. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Booker looking around.
Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. The sky is the limit for this guy.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Durant against Simmons. Now here's Durant, guarded closely. With the shot, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Outside, KD. And so the Hawks take the win. This was a hard-fought, David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.